Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be installing Audi style taillights on a Honda Accord 2018. I ordered these back in January. It was actually out from pre-order. We're now in March. They just arrived yesterday night. So let's get to the unboxing. Okay, so here are the 4 taillights. These are the smoke versions. These just came out like a day ago, and they arrived yesterday night. Take a look at this one. This is the passenger side. Nice and smoke. Here's the inner taillight portion. And then here's the other side. That one. And this one. I guess that's all comes in the box in the manual. So let's go to the car and get this installed. All right, guys, we are at the car. I already popped the trunk open. So first we're gonna start with the outer taillight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this inner portion right here. We're gonna pop this taillight out. We're gonna take out the plugs, and then we're gonna put the new taillight in. So let's get started. First, you wanna grab this piece right here. I don't have a pry tool, but it's better if you have a pry tool. You're gonna try to pull it from the top and pop it out. This part is fragile, it will break, because I previously broke this side, which is still broken because I was putting on reflector lights like a long time ago, like a couple months ago. So if it breaks, I mean, I guess you could order another one from Honda or something, but I'm not sure. But let's get to it. See, comes right off. There is 2 screws holding the taillight in. Grab a screwdriver or a socket. I don't know what size they are, so I just use a screwdriver. In this case, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop the taillight out. So what you wanna do is you're gonna pull the taillight out to the left side of the car. So we're gonna push it that way. There's clips that holds it in, you just push it out, and then you unplug it. So let's get to that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna push out this way. So it's gonna come out. And then you're gonna have your exposed wire. What you wanna do, I have an adapter harness to the reflector light, but when you do it, if you have the car brand new, you just have like 1 plug going in. In my case, I have 2, so you're just gonna unplug this adapter harness from the taillight itself with this little clip right here. Let's pull this out. This is a little in there. See, it comes out. And then you're gonna take out the other side. See, the taillight is off. This is the taillight, the original taillight. You're gonna grab our new taillight, and we're just gonna insert it in like that. There's 2 little clips right here that goes into these holes right here. Make sure you line those up, And then you gotta line the bottom of the taillight with the bottom of the bumper so it could go in. So let's install it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna plug in this first pigtail, plug it in here. You're gonna take the other pigtail and you're gonna plug it right into here. This is a little tangled. Let me hook this. Free that. Plug this one into here. Now for this little wire, this gets connected to this portion right here. So what you're gonna do with this wire is you're gonna snake it through this rubber grommet up here. You're gonna take this out. I don't know if y'all can see that, but you take off this rubber grommet. Take this out. Then you're gonna fish this wire right here through the rubber grommet spot. Make sure when you put it in, you stop where this black tape is at, because we're gonna reuse that rubber grommet. You're gonna take your rubber grommet, you're gonna put it right back into where you took it out of. Put it back in. Make sure all your wires are neat. Make sure nothing's stuck. As I was putting this back in, make sure these two clips right here I showed you before, these two line up with the holes. You line it up. Make sure the bottom of the taillight is flush. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me actually get a better angle for you guys. All right, guys, I got a better angle. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna line the bottom up and make sure it goes in and it slides in. So make sure you line the two holes on top first. Once you get those lined up, make sure the bottom is lined up. This is usually a part that everybody struggles on, so make sure that this is all lined up. You're gonna make sure no plastic is stuck in there. And then you're just gonna slide it in once you get everything lined up. Should look like this. Should be all flushed with the car. Had no issues there. Once you get that in, make sure you push this all the way in. Give it a little pull, it's not in there all the way. There we go. Top is all the way in now. The bottom is in. So what you do after that, you take your two screws that you took out of here, you put them back in here. Let me give you the other angle real quick. All right, guys, so we're gonna take the two screws that we previously took out, and we're gonna put them right back in where they just came from. Screw this one in first, or whatever one first, doesn't really matter. Screw this one in second. First taillight installing the outer. Next, we're gonna move on to the inner portion right here. We're gonna install this. I'm gonna show you how to wire this up real quick. So let's get to that. All right, guys, so we're gonna remove this top portion right here. All these clips. It's holding the cover on the rear trunk. This would be better if you had a pry tool, but a flathead screwdriver is just fine. There is a little tab on top of it. You just pull it out. Pull it out like this. Pull it out like that. And you just pop these off, and they come off easily like that. We're gonna do that for all of these. Let's take all these out. Now, the trunk liner is exposed. So what we're gonna do is we are going to take off this hose thing right here. This is held on by 4 bolts and like a couple clips. Let me show you where the bolts are. All right, guys, so there's 4 bolts that will be right here. There's one bolt right here. There's 1 bolt right here. There's another one right here. And the last one would be back here behind the wire. Go take those 4 bolts off, or 8 I should say, and then we pop this piece off right here. All right, so we have 4 more bolts to take out that holds the taillight in. There's 2 right here, there's 1 and there's 2. Same thing for the other side, 1 and 2. We're taking this side out. So let's get to that real quick. We got all those bolts out. The next thing we need to do is take off this piece right here, this whole piece. This piece is held on by clips. Should just be able to take it out. So let me actually angle it. It's better if you have a pry tool for this, but you don't need a pry tool. But it's better if you do. These are just held on by clips. As you take out the 4 bolts, you just pull right here and then just pull out. And then same thing here, pull out. You know, right here, pull out, and, you know, and then just go on through the whole car. All right, guys, so we got this piece off. So now we're gonna unhook the light and the camera. I'm just gonna pull these tabs down, and then you're just gonna pull these out. These are kind of in there, so you may need to use a little bit of force, but it comes out. Same thing with the light. Pull this clip down. You may have to use 2 hands, like I said, and then pull it out. Now you got that unhooked. Now you just take this wiring out. It's held on by here. And you just, you know, take the wiring out. This you actually might need a pry tool or some pliers or something. I'm not gonna use pliers. I'm gonna try my best to get it out with a flathead or something, but let's see what I can do. Now we're gonna unplug the light, plug right here in the reverse light, and then remove the tail light. Same thing, there's a plug, you push down, pull it out, same thing here, pull it out, and then you pull the trunk back down, and just take off this tail light right here. One thing I almost forgot, before we take out the light, there's 3 more bolts holding it in. There's 1 here, there's 1 there, and then there's 1 back here. If I could get it, I can't get it. But we're gonna unscrew those and remove the tail light. All right, after we remove the bolts, I'm sorry, there was actually 2 bolts, not 3. So after remove the bolts, there is a push clip that is holding the tail light in. You might have to use a little bit of pressure pulling it out. So let's go pull it out right now. So a push clip right here that was holding it in. I'm not sure if you have to transfer this yet. I'm gonna look at the other one real quick. If you have to transfer it, then you'll transfer it. If not, then don't need to worry about it. All right, guys, so we do not have to transfer the clip. It comes with one, it's right here. So let's get the installation. First you're gonna do is slip the wires through. You're gonna align the tail light, and you're gonna just push it in like that. Push it in. And then after you push it in, you're gonna put the 2 bolts back into the taillight. So let's get both of the bolts back in. All right, guys, so we're gonna put the bolts back into the taillight. Here's one. It comes with 2, so let's put them both back in. Tighten it down with the wrench. So now we're gonna plug the wires all in. And remember the wire we put to the rubber grommet in the bottom. I'm gonna show you where we're gonna put that. Yeah. So let's plug these all in. What we're gonna do is plug these in. We're gonna plug this in. Oh, sorry, the plug's right here. We're gonna plug this in right here. There you go. Now you're gonna take this wire. I'm gonna take this wire and we're gonna fish it through here and get it down here. So now we're gonna plug this wire into the wire that this taillight is that we snuck through the rubber grommet earlier. So, all right, guys, so we gotta pop this part out and put this wire into here. So let's do that real quick. Start by pulling this out. Then we're gonna get to here. We're gonna, let's see. We're gonna pull this out of here, like that. And actually here's the other wire. So what we're gonna do is plug this in. Just to test out the taillights before I do any buttoning up. Let's see if they work. I'm gonna show you both sides. If you get a good comparison, and yeah, let's get to it. All right, guys, so we got the driver's side in right here. This is the original taillight that came out of factory. So let's do the lock. Okay, turn signals work. Let's unlock it. That's the power on animation, as you can see. This one didn't have one because this obviously this is OEM. They don't do that by factory. So this piece is pretty annoying to put on here. I don't know why Honda made this weird design, but this is what they made. This piece is not easy to put in, so I'm gonna show you how to put it in, see if y'all can get it in the first time. It's really not that hard to get out, but it's hard to put in. So what you do is you put it, line it up as much as you can. There's clips right here. I don't know if you can see that. There's a clip right here, one right here. So basically you gotta try to snap this forward and then push this in. It's hard to get the first time, but once you get it, pretty much gonna be satisfied, but that's all I can say. So yeah, let's try to get this in. There you go. That wasn't that easy to do. It's pretty hard. I don't know why the design is like that. Once again, there is a little gap here. I guess I'll fix that later. Right now I ain't too worried about it. If OCD, you probably would fix that, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Now let's get this side in. Just come back once I get it in. All right, I got that side in. So now taillights are installed. As you can see, grab the key and unlock the car. All right, guys. So everything is on together. It is nighttime now. It did take a while to install these and get everything working because I had a little issue with the driver's side with the brakes, but I got that all fixed. So I'm gonna do a power on animation. I'm gonna do brakes, hazards, and reverse. So let me show y'all the power on animation. Okay, so now I'm gonna go inside the vehicle and I'm going to show you the brakes, hazards, reverse lights, and turn signals. All right, guys, that was the brakes, hazards, turn signals, and reverse lights. Thank you for watching my video. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you would like. More videos coming soon. I'm out. Peace.